Have you ever had a restaurant employee come in late? I bet that's never happened to you. But just in case it ever has, I'm going to give you my 5 steps on how to handle that in a way that is very constructive and helpful without making anyone angry or accusing anyone of anything. It'll really help with your tardiness problem. But I know you don't have a tardiness problem, right? Hey everybody, Ryan Gromfin here, author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, and the founder of therestaurantboss.com as well as clickbacon.com. And before I get into this 5-step method for handling tardy employees, let's say, but it never happens to you, right? I quickly want to just ask a big favor. Would you mind subscribing to this channel so I can keep bringing you great content like this for free? If you've already subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, just click on that subscribe button. Also, leave me a comment, say hello, questions, anything you want. We address nearly every single comment in real time as quickly as possible. So, tardiness I know is a big problem. I hear it a lot from people. I had a little bit of a challenge with this when I operated my restaurants, but not as big as most people do. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the way that we handled it. So let me quickly just kind of go over these 5 steps for you, and then we'll talk a little bit more at the end and give you some pointers. The first step is ask permission. Ask permission to deliver feedback to this employee. I know that sounds crazy, but trust me, ask permission. Hey, Steve, is now a good time for you? Step 2, explain the behavior to them. Explain to them that they were late. I know that sounds obvious, but this is really important. Step 3 is to make it larger than them. I'm going to explain more of this later, but step 3 is to make it larger than them. Step 4 is to ask them how they will improve their behavior. Ask them how they will improve their behavior in the future, of course. And then step 5 is thank them for their time. Now, this is all part of a process that you could use for nearly any behavior, but let's use tardiness as the example. First thing you have to do is ask their permission to talk to them. I know that they're your employee and you feel like you could just talk to them about anything, anytime, but what if their dog died this morning? What if they had a problem with their kids? Like, what if they're just not in a good place right now? What if they truly are concerned about the fact that they were late and they have a ton of work to do today? Now, I know you're doubting this, but it's possible. So say, hey, is now a good time for you? If they say no, respect that. And just say, well, when would be better for you today? Later today, fine. Tomorrow, fine. Respect that. But you know there are times when you don't want anyone criticizing you. We can't just expect that because they are employees that we just can criticize them anytime without their permission. Ask their permission. This will go miles for you. Trust me. Now, explain the behavior. In this case, you were late. It's not questionable. If you say, hey, I noticed you were 10 minutes late, and they get into this whole thing, no, I wasn't, I was here on time, just say, oh, my mistake. I must not have seen you. It doesn't matter because the next steps are going to fix this for you. But just explain to them that they were late. It's black and white. There's not all this gray area. It's not, oh, I didn't know, or this. If they didn't know, then you didn't do a good enough job giving them a schedule. If they didn't know, it's because the schedule is not posted. If they didn't know, this is all on you. If they didn't know, this is all on you, but explain the behavior. And if they question it, it doesn't matter, not at this phase of the game. Make it larger. Explain the impact it has. So if they say, yeah, I'm really sorry, say, hey, when you're late, it causes all of us to get really concerned. We weren't sure if you were in a car accident or if something was wrong. Plus, I started pulling out the phone numbers and calling and texting other employees to get your shift covered. That takes a lot of time away from all of us. So you being 10 minutes late actually costs the company about an hour of productivity, right? Make it larger than them. And if they say, well, I wasn't late, say, no problem. I just didn't know you were here and I had to go through all of these steps. So whether you were here or not here, it still costs the company all of this productivity. You see what I just did there? That's really, really important. Step 4, ask them how they can improve. So instead of telling them, well, if they say, well, yeah, I know I was late because, my alarm didn't go off, don't say to them, well, set 2 alarms or set another alarm or whatever it is. That's your solution to their problem. We need their solution to their problem. So ask them, say, well, what can you do differently to ensure this doesn't happen again? They're going to look at you like, duh. But seriously, what can you do differently to ensure this doesn't happen again? And then shut up. In all negotiations, the first person to talk always loses. So ask them the question, what can you do different to make sure this doesn't happen again? And then shut up. Whatever they tell you is gold, because now you can use that to manage them in the future. If they say they're going to set 2 alarms and they're late again, you go through this process and say, what happened? I thought you were going to set 2 alarms. Now they can't use that as an excuse anymore. What we're doing here is we're eliminating their excuses one at a time. I hope you're starting to see how this all comes together. And then the last thing is just thank them for their time. Say, hey, thanks. I really appreciate you taking the time with me today. Now get back to work, right? I know this seems complex. I know this seems like a lot of things, but trust me, this becomes so natural. This is what I call the 5-step feedback formula. I use this in nearly any time I need to correct behavior of anyone on my team or when I was in the restaurant. When I learned this was like gold for me. So again, let's just review quickly. Ask their permission, explain the behavior that they were late, make it larger than them, ask how they can improve in the future, and then thank them for their time. Watch this video 20 times, go practice this. Trust me, it works. Subscribe to the channel, leave some comments below. Hope you have a wonderful day. I look forward to bringing you another great video like this next week. Are you struggling to grow your restaurant business? Are you failing to find the time to do all the things you need to do because you're stuck doing everybody else's jobs? This sucks. I know. I've been there. You're not alone. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is a plan and some new tools. And that is why I created Scale. It's my newest course for restaurant owners who want to grow their businesses and build an extraordinary brand. Learn more at scalemyrestaurant.com. I hope you enjoyed this week's training video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, would you go ahead and smash the like button right up there so you can get notified every week when we release a new free training video. I've also gone ahead and put a couple of videos for you here and here that I think you're going to enjoy. Remember, systems create freedom. Freedom creates value, and value creates scale. Manage systems, develop people, and be awesome.